Hey, it's Mike Rambo with J&J Financial. The Freddie Mac National Average is down to 7.02%. Last week, we had another very volatile week for mortgage rates. We saw a sharp decline, and then subsequent days essentially gave back some of it. But overall, rates are lower today than where they were last Monday. Now, this week, we're going to have a number of Fed members come out and speak, give their commentary on what they are seeing in the market, as well as some jobless claims data on Thursday. So it's going to be another week where we can see a lot of volatility in mortgage rates. Now, something that comes up often are people that are retired looking to buy a new primary home, but don't have any current active income because, well, they're retired. So the question is, can they get a loan? And the short answer is yes. There's lots of different options out there. So let's just go through some quick scenarios. The first thing that I would look for is to see what income they do have. Usually people of retirement age, they'll often have Social Security income, sometimes some pension income, and then sometimes income from their assets, things like dividends, annuities, and required minimum distributions that they're taking from their retirement accounts. So if all that isn't quite enough to meet debt to income requirements, then the next stop is to take a look at what retirement accounts they have and the balances. Now, a little thing that Fannie Mae will allow for is for them to set up a new distribution before funding and then use that as qualified income towards our debt to income ratio. And it's a way to get somebody qualified for a loan. Now, if they don't have the assets or if they don't want to do that after we discuss that option with them, the next stop is really to talk to them about somebody being a co-signer, oftentimes maybe a child that they have. And that person we can use their income to qualify. And if they don't want to be on title of the home for whatever reason, there's many times options available to make that happen, just depending on the scenario, of course. But you could have a true cosigner that's on loan only and not title. And if you've exhausted all those possible situations to get a conventional loan where you're getting the best interest rate on the market type of loan, there are other options. So one being a reverse mortgage, there's a thing called a reverse for purchase. So it does typically require larger down payments. You're usually about 50%, give or take, but it's a way for a person to get into a home and get a loan for any balance that they don't have to come up with all cash on the purchase. And then if they don't want to do that or can't do that for whatever reason, there are non-QM loans available as well. So one would be an asset qualifier. So once again, if a person has a lot of money and we can then use that money in the bank to count it towards the purchase. This is often a scenario where they don't have to get a loan because they have enough money to pay cash, but maybe they just want to because they don't want to put all of their liquidity towards the home. So we can qualify that way. It's a non-QM option, so of course the interest rates are a little bit higher. And then there is a loan available that's just true no income. It's not even stated income. There's no income on the application. You need at least 25% down, a 680 FICO score, reserves, and of course some other things. And the rate will be a little bit higher even than a non-QM loan. However, it's another way that a person can get into a home. A lot of times these are used for just some type of bridge financing. Maybe they want to get into the home because they have another property that they're going to eventually sell and pay it off. So they just need something really short term and they're not as rate sensitive to it. But in short, don't feel discouraged if you meet a client that wants to purchase, but they're retired and they don't have any income, because there's certainly ways that we can find to make it work. I hope everyone has a great week. We'll talk to you next time.